Brainrot. Yep, that's what we're talking about today. Once again. Hi guys, it's me. I know it's been a long time since y'all heard my voice in like a YouTube video, but I guess it's time for me to talk about the most interesting topic that has been going on for the last few months, and that is brainrot. Now, brainrot is basically like another word for seeing something that is completely obscure online versus where they're like what people would normally see in real life, and brainrot is just something that the Gen Alpha kids have been doing lately that has been defined as either annoyance or obscure. But let me tell you something about brainrot, because brainrot might be something that is a bit obscure for like everybody else, such as the Gen Z or the adults, because some people might not get it, or AI would probably use brainrot as a weird thing, like how we got back then was like skibbity toilet, but now we tunk tung sahur, or tralala or tralala, or whatever brainrot words people use. I don't freaking know, because everybody uses these kind of brainrot words, and these brainrot words make zero sense. But anyways, let me tell you about what's been going on with brainrot lately. So brainrot in 2025, it's been pretty bad. So if I can tell you how pretty bad it has been, you know, we got weird memes like 6-7 and all of that stuff. Don't worry, I'm not gonna do the gesture and everything else, because I know that's gonna be the most obscure thing that everybody has been seeing lately. But if I can tell you the expectations of brainrot is supposed to be weird and not like normal, because you know every Gen Alpha kid has been doing this for the last like 5 months. No, I'm not saying 6 or 7 months. I'm not saying that. But it's basically defined as something that is so obscure that people don't even know what to attend for this kind of thing right now. But I will say that brainrot is so bad that it needs to be justified or fixed, or like hopefully like next year or in the next few months is going to get even better. But I think brainrot has not been satisfying for anybody for all ages, because they think that this is just some kid-friendly activity, and I feel like it should just be something a little bit more better, or is set all the time, or it's like, you know, not the kind of things that we want to see. Because in the Gen Z era, brainrot for our ages from like 10 to 15 years ago,
there was Vine memes, funny, YTPs, and everything else.
But when we look at brainrot stuff as of now, it's also like, you know, bad. And you know, they even had to like ban like words like you can't say the word 6-7, which is kind of weird if you ask me, because why in the world would something that just be so like and actually be so banned? But also I kind of get the other half, because you know, it's just kind of annoyance, and you know, people don't want to just hear that kind of word all the time. So yeah, that's what brainrot is really like determined about. Now let me tell you about my opinion based on brainrot. I think that brainrot is just like, it's not like up to the quality standards that we used to grow up on from like 10 to 15 years ago, because I'm almost 20, or as of now I'm recording this, I'm like still 19, if that makes sense. But I'm basically gonna tell everybody that brainrot is just so bad that it needs to be kind of like put in a level sentence where we like, let's go back to the era that we used to grow up in versus like what we kind of have right now. So if I can say that brainrot is bad, then that's basically how the determination of brainrot should be like said. So if I can tell people, like, let's say this for instance, like someone comes up to you, say, hey, how's it going, how are you, nice to meet you, and the random person says 6-7 rapidly, and then people just give them like side eyes like, what the freak? Yeah, that'd be the most obscure thing that everybody else has seen. Like, oh my god, like this kid just said like 6-7 all the way. This is so annoying. And also, I think I heard that the 6-7 kid is actually investing to crypto, which I know a lot of people are gonna get scammed by that kind of thing. So I would advise you to not fall for that trick, okay? Thank you. Well, he's probably gonna make millions of dollars off of it, so I don't really care. But basically, it's just defined as like, oh, let's just look at something that is so obscure that it should be like talked about all the time. Because when I tell people this, I was like, I prefer the nostalgic things that we used to have from back in the day versus the things that we're gonna have now, because it literally is gonna be changing the generation of like back then to now. Because like pre-COVID era, when we thought that brainrot is gonna be like the next best thing, but it's actually supposed to be the next best thing that we thought we would like, it actually has not been turning out so well. So I guess that's just defined as what people would be seeing as brainrot. So I guess I can tell people this, like, be careful around like brainrot, because because Brainrot is going to be something that has going to be trending for a very long time, and it's going to be playing effect for a very long time as well, because you know it's going to be going on so on to like now all the way to next year and years to come. So we either just have to accept it, or we're just going to be like, whenever the next bad thing comes out, we're going to have to figure out how to take it down or get rid of it. But I know that's just going to be like the most obscure thing, but I would say that Brainrot is actually, it just needs to be put in more of a better circumstances versus what we be seeing every day on the internet. So I think that's just what Brainrot is to me. So that's what it would be defined as. So my saying for right as of now is that Brainrot should be just what they should be, as in like they need to get more better, so that way they don't look something obscure. So that way everybody doesn't just look at Brainrot just be like, ew, no, we don't want this around. So that's what I'm basically saying. So if y'all agree with this statement, then thank you. But anyways, I think that's all I had to say for right now about Brainrot. So this is just a video of me about talking about Brainrot. So I might as well just tell y'all that the best thing about Brainrot is just it's supposed to be nostalgic, great humor, you know, like cartoon shows. That's what it's like. Brainrot is just like cartoon shows, but like it's not the ones that we used to grow up with. It's basically what we see right now. Like, you know how SpongeBob used to be like back in the day from 15 to 20 years ago versus the new SpongeBob we be seeing now. Like the new SpongeBob is just kind of okay, and it's not like what it used to be. So RP to the actual creator that made the show, Steven Spielberg. Yeah, but anyways, I think that's what it basically means. But I think that's just how people just see Brainrot. But anyways, for real guys, thank you for like watching this video. I promise I'm going to be uploading more often. Follow my social media accounts so that way I can stay in contact with all the people that I know. So currently right now I just have Instagram, so if y'all want me to like add new stuff in there, go ahead, just ask in the comment section below. But since you know a lot of people don't be watching my YouTube channel like that, alright, I might as well just start posting more often so that way I can get somewhat of the attention. But anyways, I think that's all I have to say for right now. And I might as well just tell y'all that I'm going to be start uploading more stuff real soon. So don't worry, stick around because some better stuff will be coming along the way. I have been improving, so wish me the best of luck, alright? But anyways, I think that's about it. I'll talk to you guys later. Stay safe and bless. Peace.